I want to go concrete example again, similar to the example you gave about the community in San Francisco. And I'll quote you again from your congressional testimony. You said that the Stellar Network offers opportunities to improve existing cross-border payment system for the businesses and individuals that use these services. For example, the 800 million people who are supported by funds sent home by migrant workers. I think this is a great concrete example to think about. So can you explain what you're talking about here? How can Stellar improve the experience for a migrant worker sending money home to family?
Yeah. I'll take an example. I'll just we're in California. I'll use California as an example. So let's say someone is their family, they're working in California and their family is in Mexico. And they want to send money because they got some of their paycheck and they're like, I want to send this $40 and I want to send it to my family there. They go into, a lot of times it's the Walmarts or the Walgreens, and they get to choose different, because you can't send it from one bank account here in the United States to a bank account in Mexico, unless it's your bank account, and even that takes 5 days. So you walk into there and you say, I want to send this to my family in Mexico City. And then you choose at that moment which provider you're going to go with. And most of the time you're going to do it based on the conversion rate. Like, what is what are they offering for the local peso? You're going to look at all these things. And then what's the fee associated with the send? So then they're going to send it, and it's going to take, a day or so maybe to get there, and then they can pick it up on the other side. What they can do with a Stellar-based wallet, so these are wallets that exist today and that people use all the time, is that they could just sit in their house. They could say, oh, I'm going to send $40 to my mom in Mexico City. They send it, it gets there in 3 seconds, and then she can go to MoneyGram and cash out.
Incredible.
Or she can put it in her bank account if she, or she can say, you know what? I actually trust the US dollar more than I trust the peso right now. So I'm going to only cash out $3, and I'm going to get peso worth $3, and I'm going to hold it because I'm going to hedge against any inflationary activity in the local currency. So it just creates way more opportunity. And if the person didn't actually have that digital asset in their wallet, and they don't have, you can do it with a credit card, although there are fees attached. And they said, oh, I'm going to go to MoneyGram and I'm just going to take $10 or $40 in, and I'm going to convert that to stablecoin and then put it in my wallet. They just then do the transaction on their own app. MoneyGram actually issued they've issued we call them non-custodial wallets. All that means is that you are the only owner. Nobody else is custodying your keys for you. You're the one who owns it. But MoneyGram just issued its own wallet that actually makes it so you kind of never have to go into a MoneyGram location unless you want to convert right into cash. You can just do it. It's all Stellar-based. You can do it that way. It's pretty cool.
That's so inspiring.
Yeah, no,
it's so inspiring.
I mean, I think it's the thing that makes me so excited about the work that I get to do. And I'm privileged and honored and lucky to be able to do what I do, because you can see the impact. When I go spend time in Nairobi and I talk to the developers that are building in Nairobi, and they show me all the different tools that they put together, and then who it benefits. And sometimes they're solving a problem that they encountered either in their business. Sometimes they're solving a problem that they saw their family encounter. It's just remarkable. And the same, we have an annual conference every year with the developers who build on the ecosystem, or the enterprises who are part of the ecosystem. And this year we're in Rio. We're going to Rio in September. And the government in Brazil is hyper-focused on building really cool regulation around this to make it really open to this technology. So I just see so much movement in that direction and so much impact that sometimes, as you sit in Silicon Valley or in different parts of the country, you might not experience it. You have to go somewhere and you have to see the impact that it has. I was in Accra last year, and I went to go try to do a transaction. This is in Ghana, where I tried to cash out from my wallet at a MoneyGram location. And one of the things I learned there is that, first of all, you have to do it at a bank, because MoneyGram is only located at a bank in Accra or in Ghana. And so you go in there, and there's armed guards that are at the bank, and you can't talk when you're in the bank. You have to sit in these seats, and they tell you, they're very nice, but they still you have to sit there and wait for them to be called. It took me like an hour and a half to try to do a cash out at MoneyGram. And what we realized there is like, okay, so MoneyGram works in lots of parts of the world, but actually people might not want to go in Accra and go sit in the bank and do that. So then we got local providers who were local rails there. So these are the things you learn as you travel to these different parts of the world and you experience things. I always feel like we have to do it ourselves so that we understand.
Yes.
And also we have to like experience it so we can understand it. But we have to rely on local builders. Local builders are the ones who understand the challenges and the problems and the opportunities. We can't build it all here. So we can build the infrastructure and then we say, what can we do to help you to solve the problems you want to solve? And so I'm super lucky to be in this business.
That seems like the right approach.